I was able to watch Cobweb, so here's my review on the movie. Let's start off with everything I liked about the movie. And for starters, I felt like this story built up the movie in the right way. Like, it starts off just an innocent kid just innocent kid, and then it slowly started introducing these new things until it got to the climax. So I feel like this movie did a really good job at just building everything up to the climax, reach its highest point, and then I'll talk about that later, but I felt like this movie did a really good job at building up to what they were trying to build up to, and really worked. And I feel like this movie is its own thing in a way, and I also feel like it's borrowing some stuff from like Black Phone Come Play and like making it its own thing. So I really appreciate how this movie is like an original film, but also not. It's taking inspirations from other films, it feels like, and making those other films combined into each other and making it its own thing. It doesn't follow the same plot points, but you just I felt this kind of sense that, oh, that's kind of a thing from Black Phone, oh, that's kind of a thing from Come Play. I just had that sense. And like the horror bits in here, I feel like this movie did a good job at executing it. I feel like it didn't reveal everything all at once. It didn't reveal what everything looked like at all. It didn't reveal what was happening or anything. So this movie kept it a secret, which then led your mind wandering to, okay, I don't know what this thing looks like, but this is what I picture it looking like. And that's a good thing, because you don't know what it looks like. So this leaves that horrorness to your mind. And it really works. I feel like this movie made it work with all the building up it had as well. Since you didn't know what was happening either, it really had a good payoff. That's everything I liked about Cobweb. Time to move on to what I didn't like about the movie. And for starters, now I did say I'll talk about the climax. Okay, now I was okay with the climax, but why it's in the didn't like section is because most of you guys will probably not like it, so I'm just gonna put it in the didn't like section. So this movie spent all this time building and building and building up to this climax, and this entire movie was like something, but then you reach the climax, and it feels like all that built up that this movie was building to breaks, like shatters. Then you're left with this climax that feels like a different movie. I say it's the best way to put it, because I don't want to spoil the plot for this movie, but this whole movie you're building up to this one thing, thinking this one thing, and then you get this climax, and you guys might think it doesn't make sense. You might think it's like this plot point that kind of came out of nowhere. It doesn't fully work. That's what you guys might think. That's why I said I didn't like section, but what I thought about it, I was okay with it. Like I said in the like section, it had like this tension, it had like a mysteriousness to it, which kind of leads to this climax, which also is the climax as well. So I feel like it works. Maybe on rewatch I'll think differently, but I see why you guys wouldn't like it, and I see how you guys could like it as well, because I was the half that did like. And this movie's hour 23 minutes, not counting credits, I think. And I feel like for the last 30 minutes of this movie, I felt like it was the longest part. No, I would say about halfway is when it started slowing down, in my opinion. And that's when the horror starts too. So I don't know what was happening, but in my opinion, I felt like the movie started slowing down and just like almost lost everything, because things were kind of coming to a close, but not fully. So it kind of lost me there, but I was able to pick back up like the last 20 minutes. It's just halfway to those last 20 minutes of the movie, I felt like could have gone by faster. But all in all, Cobweb is a very small movie. It released on only big theaters like San Francisco, Hollywood, New York, those kind of theaters. It didn't release in every theater around the world, meaning that it's now on Hulu and DVD and Blu-ray. So I really suggest that you guys watch this movie. It is a very small scale. It's not small scale. It's not a big release, but I highly recommend checking out this movie. And out of 10, I give Cobweb an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Follow my Letterboxd Color Man movie. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.